morning. What I'm going to show today is 8 cross country Mark III sliding door coaches that I've bought. Now hopefully you're looking at this on a 4K TV and you will see the detail. It's exquisite and they're all different. Every one I've got is a different coach. But what is even more special about these, as of January 2022, Kernow models are selling 4 for 80 quid, that's £20 a coach. And I've got another 4 from TMC for a touch more in their sale. And that's cracking value. Now the reason I believe, and I may be wrong, is that they haven't sold is because the HST 125 that Cross Country used to pull them is no longer available. Nobody's got them. However, in my view, I've thought outside the box, and after going to loads of railway stations, etc., and seeing the different locos on standby, if the main driving car breaks down, I came to the conclusion that there are probably times that these carriages have been pulled by something, A, not in the correct livery, and B, that you would not expect them to be pulled by. For example, at Tonbridge Station, the standby loco running was a class 66. Well, it was at Tonbridge West Yard. It was a class 66 standing by. And that was in GBRF branding as a standby loco. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you these carriages running around being pulled by various locos. Some will never pull these in a million years, but it gives you an idea. But the great thing about it is you're buying modern coaches in excellent detail, not railroad, and you basically run what you like with them. I'm going to run them with a couple of diesels that may be on standby to pull them if they're in that part of the country. Anyway, I hope you enjoy seeing them run round, and thank you very much for watching. I'm running these with the standard NEN couplings. This is a class 60 locomotive, John Loudon McAdam. It's not a good example of what these would be pulled by, as it's in the scrapyard, but it gives you an idea. Now I come from the school of thought, you pay your money, you can run any loco with what you like. So, but I'm just giving you an idea of what I would run these with. And they really are lovely coaches, and every one I've got is a different part number, which is unusual for me. These carriages do not come with lights or people, but they've got all the seats, they've got the tinted glass, so I dare say if you were inclined you could put lights and people in. Me, £20 a unit. You've got the extra cost factored in if you wish to do that. This is Evening Star in GBRF colours. Now, I'm not saying these coaches would be pulled by this in the event of a failure or any of these locomotives I'm running. However, this locomotive is in service today in these colours. And here's a panoramic view, and you can see these coaches run absolutely fine. We're running around a lot slower to start off with, so you can actually see the coaches more so. For your information, the Britannia class Evening Star, loco with the same name, was the last steam locomotive built by BR, and the name was decided by an opinion poll. What should they should call it? Now here we've got a class 66, which to the best of my knowledge is in service. This is something that could be used as a rescue locomotive if the HST has broken down. And I think this looks pretty good. I'm just letting it run. I mean, really, on a short circuit like this, you wouldn't have this many coaches. You wouldn't have any more than 5 if it was the size of your model railway. But it is pretty good for showing locos running round, because you can see the whole thing. Here we've got a Western pulling these carriages. I know there's no way in a million years this would have pulled these carriages, or would. There are a few that have been restored, these locomotives. However, the chances of seeing them pulling Cross Country Mk3s are 0 to zilch. But in our view, they look okay pulling these. This locomotive looks okay pulling these carriages. Remember, it's a model railway. Total realism is never going to be an option. And I think it works quite well. And what we're going to do at the top is we're going to take it out of the wall loop. So what do I close? C14?
Yes.
And what is it? C...
2, 3.
What do I do to take it up the C1, 2 and 3, isn't it? There we go. And you can see we're pulling it out the wall loop.
2, 3, you've got to close it.
There we go. And as I say, we're running it round at a slow pace, so you can actually see the carriages. And here we are, we've got a wall ship now, pulling these round. I think it's called rapide, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a nice panorama for you. And here's the warship pulling the coaches round. So you've seen a few of the older locomotives in liveries that I think look okay with this. Well, next we're going to show you some locomotives that may or may not be used to rescue these trains if an HST is broken down. I'm going to show this once because the colour schemes do not match. However, Class 66 locomotives in this branding do exist. In fact, we saw the Class 59, wasn't it, yesterday in this branding at Hawley. So we know the branding still exists. It's just giving you ideas really, what you may, or what more importantly, you may not like. Here's a Class 68, which I have seen pull these coaches. Going to give us a toot in digital. And this is what I will probably be used to run them. Now for my size of layout, 8 coaches work. If you've got a smaller layout, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, 8 coaches can drown it. Remember, you can only buy what applies to what you have. Now I've actually got some Mark III West Coast carriages. I bought those for £20 each. No, they're East Coast, aren't they? East Coast carriages. And Hornby are reintroducing the HST 125 in East Coast livery, which I will be buying. So the way model manufacturers work, it's always worth thinking of the future, because they'll always bring something back. We're running a little bit faster now. Now here is a loco that I would use to pull these, but I'm not telling you what you should run with what on your model railway. There's plenty of others that will do that on social media. I'm just showing you, in my view, how you can make the use of coaches that are excellent in detail that cost 20 quid. And in my view, that's not a bad thing. But we're talking about, well, it's the 15th of, it's 37, I believe he's still in service today. I'm probably saying this and somebody will tell me it's not anymore, but you get the idea. And here we go. Up our version of the Licky incline. Here we are coming straight up our version of the Licky incline. This should give a better view because the carriages are slightly further away from the camera. Trundling around our version of our fiddle yard loop, and I say the idea, as you say, you can see these coaches, get a good look, but what's more important is you can see what you don't like. You might watch all these locos and think, well, this isn't for me. Even at £10 a coach I wouldn't buy them, because I wouldn't buy them without the HST Cross Country 125. That's fair enough. If that's the case, I'm just as happy, because I've saved you some money. But the idea is to give you a good look at the coaches, as well as what I'm using to pull them. I do like these Class 37s. It amazes me that the 37 and the 73, these locos are over 50 years old and they're still trundling along quite happily in different forms. Okay, different engines, different electronics, but they still run nice. What I've got now is a Class 20 pulling these round. Now I don't know if Cross Country ever used Class 20s to shunt these around, I don't know. But it's all about an idea about what you may or may not want to do. Okay, we're going to show these coaches going around a radius 2 onto a radius 2 curve point. Worst part of our track, we don't deny it, but we're going to show that they run absolutely fine on radius 2. Oh, I hope they do. Yeah, you can see it's a doddle. Little bit tight, but no problems. Thank you. On the first to admit that it's total BS is I've got the Duchess of Atholl pulling these coaches round. Now this is never going to pull these anyway because the loco doesn't exist. But I'm just showing you, giving you an idea. And as I've said, what you see may not be what you like. And here we are running at a little bit of pace here with these carriages. Now this Duchess of Atholl I spent a lot of money on. It's got a lock sound decoder in it and a fancy speaker, and it does sound pretty good on its own. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing these carriages being pulled by various locomotives. And as I've said, more importantly, you can see what you don't like as well as what you do like. And as of January 2022, Kerno and TMC are giving these away in my view, and I hope you've seen they run absolutely superbly. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hello again. To finish off, I've just taken a picture of the boxes of the Cross Country Mk carriages I've bought, all differently numbered. Now, I'm not saying that Cross Country would run these carriages like this or with these numbers all together. To be honest, I do not know. However, these are the only 8 carriages I've got, bar Pullman cars, that are all totally different numbers. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope seeing the numbers in the boxes has been helpful to you. Incidentally, they come with 2 different types of couplings as well. NEMs and some other fangled Hornby coupling. I don't know what it's called, but I don't like it. I never use it. Thank you.